This is the Truckers Expense Reports and Accounting for Truckers app. And in this video, I am going to be showing you how to set up the app. The instructions that I use can actually be found on the website, and you can find the link down below. So when we first come to the app opens on the home page, of course, and from there you want to select the driver. So you click on the select driver button and you'll see owner's name and owner. You want to go ahead and click on that and then click on start. And this would take you to the task selection page of the app, where you will see three rows: the admin, owner, and accountant. And the owner of the app actually plays all three rows. Okay, so you want to start by clicking on the button to set up your date and currency preferences under admin. Okay, so you'd use the date selection drop down box to choose the format you want to use. Okay, and next we want to use the currency code drop down box to choose the currency. And now check your prefix or postfix symbol based on your currency. And finally, change the currency exchange rate direction that you want to use for your trucker's accounting system. And then save and close the page, and it will return you to the task selection page. Now click on the button to set up your trucks and drivers and choose Edit. Edit the truck number of your truck, and in this case we're going to leave it as TR1234. Now click on the button to edit your truck drivers. And change owners to your first name. And of course, change name to your last name. Now you want to leave your position as the owner and leave admin and accountant checked. This allows you to be able to perform all the tasks necessary to use the full functionality of the app. If there is another team or student in your truck, then you want to add that driver as well. So you click on the plus sign to add another driver. And then you want to go ahead and put in the driver's first name. And in this case, we'll use Jane Doe. And we'll make her position driver. Correction. And we don't want to change any of the rows because only the owner will be the admin, the owner, and the accountant. So what we'll do now is go ahead and click on the back button on your device. Okay, and if we have another truck, we want to go ahead and set that truck up as well. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and add another truck. And we're going to make that truck number TR, and let's say 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we want to go ahead and edit the drivers. and we want to go ahead and use the plus sign again. And this time we'll notice that the truck number will change to 2, driver number 1. So we'll go ahead and make that driver named John Doe. And again, we'll just make him the driver. And we want to do this for all the trucks that we have. And then we'll go ahead and click on the back button again. And now go ahead and save and close. And it'll take us back to the task selection page. All right, the next thing we want to do is update our business income. So we click on that button. And go ahead and at this time, you will update the load IDs and load income for each of your year-to-date loads to get the app updated. So we're going to go ahead and put in a few loads here. And a few costs. Go ahead and add a few in here. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself here. Okay, load is 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm just making this stuff up as I go. But you want to go ahead and make sure that you put in accurate information for your actual business. I'm only going to put in a few loads, so it won't take too much time. Alright, then we want to go ahead and click on the save and close button. And it's going to take us back to the task selection page. The next thing we want to do is go ahead and submit some expenses. So we go ahead and click on submit new expense report. And we're going to click on the purpose field. And type a purpose that will help you to remember why the expense occurred. If at all possible for fixed expenses, type something like weekly or monthly payment or insurance and such. And for variable expenses, type maybe the load ID and info such as fuel, 100 gallons, or for personal costs, use Burger King, Popeyes, or wherever you purchase your food. So in this case, we're going to go ahead and start with putting insurance in there. And what you want to do here is you want to go ahead and update all of your expenses year to date. But I'm just going to add in a few just to show you what everything looks like. So the insurance, we want to make it a fixed cost. Okay, and we want to call this health insurance because that's what we will use on our actual cost per mile spreadsheet. Okay, health insurance. And we're going to go ahead and put a cost in there of $234. Okay, and then we're going to go ahead and add a photo. And when you add the photo, you can actually choose to use the camera, or you can actually get it from your gallery. And in this case, I've already taken a picture of a receipt, so I'm going to choose the gallery and choose the photo out of my gallery. Okay, and then I can click OK. And actually, if I wanted to view the photo, I could actually view the photo again. Or if I decide it's not a good image, I could actually delete it. And then what we'll go ahead and do is submit it to accounting. And then as the accountant and the owner, then you'll be able to just go ahead and post it, into the accounting system. And then you'll have to mark it as posted to accounting. And of course, you'll be asked a few questions. Go ahead and click OK. And now that expense is already posted to the accounting system. If you want to take a look at your reports, then just click on the view button, and you can actually scroll through all of your expense reports. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and hit the back button, and we're going to add a few more expenses. All right, so let's go with the June payment. And this is going to be another fixed expense, which is going to be our truck cost. And we're going to say that's going to be, we're going to use about $452. And then we'll add a photo. And again, we're going to get it from the gallery. Click OK and submit it to accounting. And we're going to post the recently approved report into the accounting system. Mark it as posted. Okay, and we're going to submit another one. And this time we're going to use, we're going to use Burger King. And this is going to be a personal expense. And descriptions will be meals. Okay, and let's say we spent about $15.23. Okay, add a photo from the gallery. Click OK and submit it to the accounting. Stand corrected. Post it. Mark it. Okay, and then we want to submit one more report, and we're going to make this one a variable expense. So let's go ahead and put in load ID, and we're going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, and this time make it a variable expense. And in the description here, we're going to put in tractor fuel. And we'll use a cost of about $270 and add a photo from the gallery. Click OK. And then we're going to submit that to accounting, post it to the accounting system, and mark it as posted. And then we're going to actually go back to the task selection page. And what we could do here is actually, if we click on the view button, then we can review all 4 of the expenses that we posted. Hit the back button, go back, And we could actually view the balance sheet as well now. And as you can see, all of the transactions was posted to our business balance sheet. And if we wanted to, we could actually look at charts to see, what it looks like in a visual. And we can do that for each expense. And if we don't want to show the charts, we just uncheck the buttons. Okay, so now we got all of our personal and our business expenses updated as far as being the owner. So what we want to do now is make sure we also update all of the expenses for our drivers other than ourselves. So we go ahead and go back to the task selection, and then we go all the way back to the home page using the device's back button, and we click on the driver, and now let's change it to Jane Doe. And then we go in, click start, and now we can submit all of Jane Doe's expense reports. And in this case, we're just going to do one. And in this case, we're going to say the purpose was load 2345. And this was a variable cost. And it was for reefer fuel. Okay, and let's put in a cost of about $32.47. Add a photo, and we're going to use the gallery again, and click OK. We're going to submit it for approval. And now you can also review Jane Doe's expenses by using the view button. Okay, but she cannot approve her own expenses. As the owner, you'll have to do it. So we'll hit the back button, and for now we're going to go ahead and change it to John Doe and hit start. And we're going to do the same thing again under John Doe, and in this case we're going to use load 3456, and we're going to make this another variable expense, and this time we're going to say that it was for a lumper. And let's say he paid $280 for a lumper. So we'll go ahead and add his receipt. And submit it for approval. All right, so we got all of our driver's expenses updated now. So we'll go ahead and hit the back button, change it back to ourselves as the owner, and hit start. And now you can see that we have to approve all of the driver's expense reports. So we click on approve the expenses. And in this case, this is the reefer fuel that was purchased by Jane Doe and truck number TR1234. Now we could actually, use the rejection button as well if we wanted to. If we found that we rejected some of the driver's receipts, we'll reject them, even though it's just going to be used to help us to remember what we rejected, because it will not be posted into the accounting system. It'll be shown under that driver, and it can be resubmitted at some other time if you feel that you should approve it or whatever, if something changes. But in this case, we're going to go ahead and click approve, and it's going to ask us a few questions. Are you sure to approve? Yeah. And then the next report we got is from John Doe, and in this case he had purchased a lumper for $280. Under load 3456, so we'll go ahead and approve his as well. And then we see the message that we've approved 2 reports. We click OK. All right. And now we need to also go ahead and post them into the accounting system. So we click on that, and then we mark it as posted. Okay. And we marked 2 expense reports. Okay, so now we can actually go ahead and again and look at our business balance sheet. And as you can see, all of the expenses was updated, either for the fixed expense or for the variable expenses or the personal expenses. Again, we can look at the charts to see, what it looks like as a visual. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and uncheck these. Okay, let's go back to our task selection page, and we can also look at a summary of all the reports in the accounting system. So we can click either under owner, or we could do it under accountant, because we play both roles. So we can go ahead and click on show summary, and as you can see, it's broken down now by expense type and also by trucks. And if we wanted to look at it, say for example, if we wanted to look only at truck 1, 2, 3, 4, then of course John Watson, myself, and Jane Doe is in that truck, so it only shows our expenses. And you can actually go ahead and look at them on a chart as well, and get a visual of what the cost was. Okay. And also what we can do is we can switch it and look at truck 2, 3, 4, 5. And we can look at John Doe's visual. Now again, also what we can do is we can look at all the trucks. And then we can actually split it by expense type. So now we can see a visual on the expense types for each truck. So we'll go ahead and hit our back button, and let's go back to our business balance sheet. And again, we'll go ahead and open up the charts. And then if we wanted to actually print this, the only thing that we need to do is click on the share button. It'll actually open up an email, and in this case I'm sending it from one of my personal email accounts, and I'm actually going to send it to my business account. And as you can see, the file is actually attached, and when I send the email, I will actually be able to pull it up in my email and go ahead and download it, and then open it up in Excel. And I can set it up in Excel and be able to print it and then keep it updated whenever I wanted to send it to my actual tax accountant, whoever I need to send it to. And basically, that's as simple as this app is. There's a lot of information that you can use when you use this app, and it's free. It's free because if you purchase a truckers trip planning app on the website, then when you download our full suite of apps, then this one is included. And when you do that, you actually set yourself up so that any new apps that we build, you actually get them for free. We do not sell the additional apps right now. We may choose to do so later, so you can't find them on the stores. So what we want you to do is go ahead and download on the website and become a member of our truckers trip planning team. Anyway, that concludes the video, and I hope that you will find this app useful. If you have any questions, be sure to contact me or email me by using the email on the website, or you can even find my telephone number there. I'm always available, ready to help you, and I want you to have as many tools as possible to be as successful and safe out there on the road as you can possibly be. Anyway, take care for now, and hopefully we'll see you soon with a new app.